What is up everyone, I am DeviantCringe, and today it is time for the 70,000 subscriber Q&A video. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, another milestone reached, and I am honestly amazed. Huge thanks to all of you who have subscribed, liked and shared all my content. Thank you so much. I'm really glad you're all enjoying my videos, and I hope that you will enjoy the ones that will come further down the road and all that. And I would also like to thank blucloud-zz that made, these current character pictures that I'm using right now, and she has actually made a brand new character design, which will be in a new scripted cartoon video that I'll be releasing either this week or maybe sometime next week, depending on when I'm gonna be able to record it and all that stuff. Plus, I really did want to make this Q&A video a hell of a lot sooner, like maybe just one day after I uploaded the announcement video. But right now I'm currently, doing some stuff and all that, some personal stuff, which I will be mentioning in this video because there is one question that actually mentions some stuff, that will be sharing a little bit of details on and all that. So without further ado, let us get on with it, shall we? Okay, so the very first question comes from Mr. Ricky, who I really don't know what this question is, but it says, when will you announce Despacito 2? And honestly, again, like I said, I don't know what that is. Yeah, I really don't know how to answer that one. I honestly wanted to include it because it has this many thumbs up. I really don't know why, but yeah, Mr. Ricky, I don't know what you're talking about, so that's about it. The next one is from Chacha Pacheco, what a tongue twister of a name, who says, why is no one still talking about the fact that you said you were a sucker for goth girls? I don't know, maybe some people forgot. But man, I'm so proud of you, I knew you'll make it. P.S. I wore my breakfast every Monday. Well, that is a little bit too much information, but thank you so much. The next one is from SSB Smash, who says, hey there DeviantCringe, how's your summer so far? Did you do any flying anywhere or some family things? I'm just really curious. Well, summer actually started, just a little bit ago, so yeah, I did have a few nice sunny days, so I can't really complain, honestly. And for the whole family thing, yes, I did actually have a big summer lunch, with some family members that I haven't seen for quite a while, so yeah, I guess it's going pretty fine and all that. Thank you so much for your question. The next one is from Hannah a Banana, who says, have you ever seen art that changed the way you see a fandom in a good or bad way? Also, congrats on 70k subs. That is awesome. Well, thank you so much. And have I ever seen any art that changed the way I see a fandom in a good or bad way? Honestly, I always knew that every fandom out there has like their goods and their bads. But I do, there are two fandoms, the Sonic MLP and NLP fandom, where the art actually did change the way I view it. When I saw the art for the Sonic fandom, I realized that there are a hell of a lot more weirdos in that fandom than I ever thought before. And with the whole MLP fandom, like when I first saw the Brony fandom, I thought it was all train wrecky and cringy and all that stuff. But there are a lot of really talented artists in the fandom, so I guess you could say they changed it a little bit for the better. And the next one is from a longtime fan called The Pie, who says, do you plan on revisiting some of the old categories from your old channel, like diaper fetishes, remember so vividly because Ruby Rose was in the thumbnail? I do think that I may actually make some videos where I revisit some of the old things. I do kind of miss talking about them and raging at them and all that. But right now I really don't have that planned. I actually have like a list of cartoon videos that I'm planning on doing, so I first like to get that done before I go on to anything else and all that. So the next question is from Breeks the Hedgehog, who says, the question a man must answer at least once in their lifetime, ass or titties? Why not both? And we also have a Shadowlight Art Productions chiming in, who says, congrats on 70k, you are amazing. Well, thank you so much. So the next one is from a longtime fan and friend of mine, Exploding Pikachu 747, who says, congrats DeviantCringe, you'll hit 100k in no time. Well, thank you so much, I honestly hope I do. And she says, I have a question for you, DeviantCringe. What do you think about the news that they're bringing back the original Teen Titans, but only if that steaming pile of a film actually succeeds at the box office? You're talking about the Teen Titans Go with the movies. The way I see what they're doing, like with the whole, they're gonna bring the original Teen Titans only if the Teen Titans Go movie does well. They're basically like, if you could picture like the embodiment of the original Teen Titans, like let's say Robin, they're holding Robin hostage with a gun to his head and saying, hey, if you want this guy to survive, you better watch our shitty movie and make us a ton of money and all that. It basically just proves how desperate they are. It's like they literally had to throw that in to just sweeten the deal, just to bait everyone. Basically they're saying, okay viewers, we know that you really hate Teen Titans Go and you want it to go away, but we just want to make a little bit more money off your worthless asses, so we'll make you a deal. If you go and sit through our garbage ass movie, then yeah, we're gonna bring back your originals. Soyabean says, what age are you and how many fangirls have you done a rant/cringe vid on? Well, first off, I'm 23, and secondly, I don't remember how many, but I did do some, with DA cringe videos on like a few fangirls of like certain fandoms and all that. I do think that I did one on a Sans fangirl, and another one accusing an artist of stealing, even though they stole their art and all that. So I don't know. I did a couple. Zane Fox King says, 1, how long have you been on YouTube? 2, was being a YouTuber that rants hard at first. Did you do something on YouTube before? Also, you're amazing and I love all your videos. Well, thank you so much for that. So for the first question, I think I've been on YouTube for like a year and like a few months, you know, before my old channel got taken down, and then I made a new one and all that. So yeah, that's about it. Like a bit over a year. And for the second question, was it being a ranting YouTuber hard at first? Honestly, no, it wasn't. Like I said in the previous Q&As, I basically grew up on like comedians with like insult or like you know, racial humor and all that stuff. So I basically just yeah, ranting is something that I really wanted to do and all that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess you could say that the hardest thing was you know, recording my first few videos, because I do remember that I was actually pretty nervous in them. Again, thankfully that didn't stop people from liking it and all that, so I'm glad that my nervousness didn't get in the way of that. And did I try to do something before YouTube ranting? Yeah, I actually tried to do a gaming channel, you know, previously, but that channel's long gone, and I like to keep it that way because it was pretty cringy and all that, so yeah, that's about it. Duffer says, wow, you deserve every single one of those subs. Congratulations, man. Thank you so much. And the questions are, how long you're planning to continue YouTube, and do you ever think you would get this far? So for the first question, how long do I plan on continuing YouTube? Well, for as long as I can. You know, even if one day YouTube won't be as profitable for a career, you know, I still will be uploading videos because I really love to do this. And did I ever think that I would get this far? Honestly, no. When I first started my channel, like my original DC channel, I thought that it was gonna get at most 10 or 13k subs, and that was basically wishful thinking. So when I uploaded my first few videos for like a week, like it was trogging along, then all of a sudden, oh my god, I checked my channel and you know, 30 to 60,000 views, and I was wondering where the hell these people come from, and I was like, okay, I'll just continue doing it, and we'll see what happens. The next question is from Firestar Santos, who says, what was the hardest video you had to make? And this is actually a pretty tough one, as you know, like on my old DC channel, I do remember you know, some videos were like a little bit harsher than they are on this one, and I don't remember every single one I did, but there was actually one video on my old channel that I was actually debating whether I should make this one and all that. And even after I finished editing and rendering it, I still wanted to, you know, think to myself, well, should I upload this or should I just delete it and all that? But I did it. I really don't remember which one it was, but yeah, I do remember that there was actually one video that was particularly hard to make, but I actually went along with it. It's just that I forgot which one it was, so yeah, that's that. Pinkie Pie Equestria Girl says, what inspired you to make this channel with this kind of content? How old were you when you made this channel? Before this channel, have you made any other accounts or just this one? Also, congrats on 70k. Well, thank you for the pretty flowers, Pinkie. Okay, so for the first question, I've already answered it in this video, so you've already probably heard it. For the second one, when I made this particular channel, I was 22. Before this channel, like I said, I already tried making a gaming channel, but it really didn't go anywhere. And the content was actually pretty cringy, so I just deleted it. The next one is from Pal Mac, who says, how did you develop your character for your artist to use? Okay, so if you're thinking of my current artist that's doing my character stuff right now, it really didn't happen, you know, recently. It's not a new character. It was actually designed in like the days of my original DC channel by a fan of mine called Zuzi Draw Stuff. She's pretty cool. You can find her in DeviantArt. And she came to me and said like what I want for a character and all that, you know, and I basically said you know, this whole the shirt, the jacket, and the blindfold, and that's basically what happened. You know, she made my character, and yeah, it all came from there. Caddy says, question, why do you use the Steven Universe background? Do you like Steven Universe? Also, congrats on 70k. Thank you so much. And yes, I do like it. And for the background, I actually chose it because it has a nice, you know, summertimey feel. I love the colors, and I'm probably gonna change it sometime, you know, for another one. The same summertime feel, but just a little bit different. And Nismi Lol says, do a cereal reel, please. I want to know what you eat for breakfast. Well, honestly, these days I really don't eat much in terms of cereal because they stopped making my favorite triple frosted, you know, sugar cereal and all that. Even though it's bad for me, I really did love it, but they stopped making it because of the whole health food craze. just let people eat what they want and all that. Right now, most cereal I just eat regular cornflakes and you know, add some honey to it and all that. But most of what I eat right now is just coffee and weed. Adrian Garamia says, do you watch Formula 1? Not really. I do watch it every now and again when there's like a championship, but honestly I'm not really that much of a racing fan. Nightbab says, what kind of music do you listen to? What inspired you to do YouTube? Can you share your own art with us? Also, I love your channel so much. Thank you for doing what you do. You're highly entertaining and I hope you keep on making videos. Thank you, and of course I will. So for the first one, I do listen to a lot of kinds of music, so I really won't name every single one of them, but right now, what I'm listening to most of all are vaporwave, lo-fi hip-hop, future funk, you know, indie rock, steampunk, basically electro swing, you know, a lot of the obscure genres, and yeah, that's about it. The second question I already answered, and for the third one, I really don't do any art because my hands just won't listen to me, honestly. Ben Lewis says, 70k subscribers, damn, that was fast. Congratulations, though, I'll be trying some fan art for you. Well, thank you so much for that. I cannot wait to see what you'll come up with and all that. Anyway, I have a few questions. One, do you have any plans for the summer? Is there any character you consider cosplaying? What's your favorite way to pass the time? Well, I'm gonna answer your third one first because it's the easiest. Basically, anything that comes to mind and all that. And for the second one, I really don't have any characters. I would like to maybe cosplay like Jonathan from the Vampire game because he seems like really easy, plus I do love Victorian fashion, and I may cosplay him in the future, but like when it's in the fall season because his overcoat is like really yeah, it looks like it's super hot, and I'm not gonna be doing that in the summer. And of course, do I have any plans? And here, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I'm trying to do, you know, for the summer. Okay, so I've always said I would like to, you know, immigrate to either like the US or Japan and all that, and honestly, right now I think I'm gonna have to put the whole US plan on hold because right now Trump is basically trying to, you know, like reform the US immigration system, so I'm just gonna put that on hold until you know, he comes up with something. I really do hope that he makes it a little bit less complex than it is right now because it's super convoluted right now, so I really don't want to try to go through it. Honestly, what I'm thinking of doing right now is probably going to Canada and applying for an open work permit because Croatia is actually exempt from Canadian tourist visas, so I can apply for an open work permit in like the point of entry, so I'm gonna be trying to do that. And that is actually the reason why the previous week was a little bit slow, because I'm trying to, you know, get everything together, you know, all the documentation and all that stuff. And when something actually comes up, I will be making a channel update video on that. Oh, and by the way, for any of my Canadian viewers, if you're wondering, I am planning on going to Toronto, so if you're renting out an apartment or like know anyone that's renting out an apartment, you know, just comment down below and send me a note on DA and we'll get in touch and all that. And the last question is from Kayla Life, who says, how long does it take to set up these videos, like microphone, screen recorder, and everything? Actually, it's pretty easy, you know. My arm, you know, the microphone arm is permanently like clamped to my table, and of course the microphone is constantly in there, so all I have to do is just swing it from left to right. For the screen recorder, I just have to set up OBS. I already have my my scene. The only thing you have to do is just press right click, you know, add a scene, and just to set it to record your window. And of course, the window that I'm recording is my Firefox browser, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's not really hard at all. Well, everyone, that is about it. Sadly, no DeviantArt questions this time, but I do have a lot of congratulation messages, and if anyone from DA is watching this, thank you so much for all your kind messages. I'm really glad that you like my content, like I said in the beginning. And of course, like I said, for the whole you know, plans for the summertime, I am planning on going to Toronto, Canada for the whole open work permit. So if anyone is renting out an apartment or know someone who is renting out, you know, just you know, comment down below and we'll get in touch. If you want to help me, we greatly appreciated, you know, so I can finally get the hell away from the goddamn European Union and Article 13 and all that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for enjoying my content. Let's keep going further and further. And if you wish to support me in a different way, my Patreon link is in the description below. And as always, I'm DeviantCringe, and I'll be seeing you guys again else in the next video.